Hi everyone, it's Simon Keeling here, and it is Saturday the 15th of June, just back from the gym. Don't worry, I don't normally dress like this. I've been on that cruise, haven't I, and I'm working really hard to try and get rid of the damage that was done. I've never seen so much of food in my life. Anyway, thanks again for watching. Remember that we're all kept free of charge here at weatherweb.net by the adverts that you see around the screen and by you coming back and using the site. It's that keeps us free of charge. Interesting developments with the weather over the coming days and weeks. Yes, we've got some very unsettled weather around at the moment, haven't we? I'll show you more about that in just a second, but the indications are pretty good for the end of the month and July. So let's take a look at the details. Now, you wouldn't be surprised to know there's a cold pool over us this afternoon. This is 1 o'clock this afternoon. Look, here's the cold pool of air at 500 millibars, and what that does is it destabilises the atmosphere and means that these huge cumulus and cumulonimbus clouds that we've been seeing can form. Here's the jet stream down towards the south as well. They're blowing through northern parts of France. Good news is that cold pool is clearing away towards the east and will be gone by this evening. And you'll also notice too that the jet has weakened as well down towards the south. So this whole area is going to be clearing away. However, that little bump that you can see there in the temperatures is tomorrow's rain getting ready to move in from the southwest. Now, interesting charts from the CFS this morning, backing up the ideas of the Japanese model yesterday. This is week one, taking us through to the 20th of June, so this takes us through to next Thursday. And notice the low, the normal heights there, the green colours across the UK, really indicating the fairly unsettled week that we've got ahead of us. High pressures out towards the west and towards the east, look. Now, let's look at week two, because this is running from next Friday the 21st, through until the 27th. So this is through until Thursday the 27th. And look, we've got this trough. We got this trough here that's through the UK into central parts of Europe. But that's going to be the position more earlier on in the week, because look at week three, and this is from the 28th of June through to the 4th of July, and notice what's happened. Look, the heights are building down towards this southwest. We've got low to normal heights up towards the north as that trough retreats away, but the important thing is those heights building down towards the southwest. Now, this is backing up the Japanese ideas from yesterday of the end of June turning out to be not too bad, basically to be more settled, to be brighter, to be sunnier, to be drier and warmer as well. And you'll know that from the summer forecast, that's where we've been going, always towards the late part of June and early July, being in more fair conditions. And if we look at week four, so this is going from the 5th of July up to the 11th of July, just look at that. High pressure centre towards the west of the country. We've got above normal heights through the UK and across much of Europe. This would probably bring in a more north to northwesterly flow. So it's not going to be particularly hot conditions, but it would be warm. We'll be looking at daytime temperatures of sort of 21 to 25 degrees typically. Probably across northern Scotland cooler than that, 19 to 22. But generally this would be drier weather moving in. Now, something we need to take note of is that little area of green there, look, across southern parts of Spain. At the moment, ignore geographically so much where it is. It's just this idea that we've got below normal heights down towards the south of the country. So what we need to watch for is for those below normal heights building back northwards, because if that happened, then we'd be needing to think about the risk of some thundery rain coming into southern England. Southern England really has always been the big question mark through this summer because of the proximity of areas of thundery rain. But at the moment, I'm going to stick with the idea of the end of July and the end of June and the early part of July, probably into fair conditions. I do think it will break down into the middle to latter part of the month, though. So, some interesting thoughts there, but let's get back to the present. This is the mean of the 500 millibar flow running from next Saturday through to Tuesday the 25th. We've got the ECMWF on the left, we've got the GFS on the right, and those of you who watch regularly will be well aware of these charts anyway. What they both show is a pretty consistent story, really. Above normal heights across the Atlantic, they're bringing in the jet stream across the Atlantic during that period, but notice that the GFS takes it further south. So the GFS is tending towards the idea of the jet stream running into northern parts of Europe, whereas the ECMWF wants to bring it through the UK. That lends the ECMWF more to bringing higher pressure into the south of the UK, the GFS leaning towards more unsettled weather, although since this chart was produced, the 6 o'clock run of the GFS is falling more in line with the ECMWF. And the GFS Ensemble actually has been in line with the ECMWF as well, and this is what it's looking like. This takes us right the way through until the 1st of July. Look, temperatures building. We see a bit of a fall off into next week, but then rising temperatures again towards the end of the month. This is the critical thing, I think, towards the end of the month, because you'll also notice that although we've got some rainfall here early on, you'll see those amounts of rainfall gradually diminishing as we get towards the latter stages of June. So what's going on? Well, it's pretty easy to see from the ensemble charts, and these are the ones that we're going to use today. This is the 19th, so this is, I'm going to pick up on Wednesday, because before that, basically, we've got low pressure towards the north. That clears away on Sunday, and then we dry through Monday, Tuesday, and possibly Wednesday across northern parts of the UK as well, although some rain towards the south. So I'm going to pick up on the chart from Wednesday onwards, and you see low pressure northwest of Scotland here. This is going to push some fronts eastwards, but what I want you to notice is this building pressure down to the south. Okay, there's Thursday, look, and here's our ridge out in the Atlantic. Low pressures clearing towards the north of Scotland. Then on Friday, we've seen more pressure building. We've got this weak trough that's through the UK, so expect some showery outbreaks of rain as a weak front moves its way eastwards. There's Saturday, so this is the 22nd. Notice low pressures come closer to Scotland by then. But notice we're still in a westerly flow. By Sunday, the 23rd, got low pressure towards the north, almost a repeat performance of the middle part of next week. But look, this ridge is building out in the Atlantic. By Monday the 24th, the ridge is starting to make its presence felt. And then by the 25th, here it is. We've still got this westerly flow, so still looking at some rain perhaps for northern and western parts of Scotland, as well as the western and northwestern coast of Ireland. But for most, by then, we're into drier, warmer conditions. And that ridge holding on as well through until the end of the month. You see there, this is the chart for the 27th. So this is Thursday the 27th. We've got 1,020 millibars plus across southern areas of the country. Still the potential for some patchy rain across northern and western Scotland, but for many, it's going to be dry. Holding that way through the 28th as well. And no change into the 29th. And it's worthwhile picking up on the rainfall as well in 5-day segments from the GFS Ensemble. This is running through until 7 o'clock on Thursday morning. So it's from now until 7 on Thursday morning. And you notice there most rainfall look across southern Ireland, across southern Wales, across southwest England. This basically is the rain that's going to be coming through during Sunday and into Monday, with sort of 20 to 30 millimetres of rain. Some as well for western parts of Scotland from outbreaks of rain and showers. For most, though, typical totals around about the 12 to 20 millimetre mark, and most of that coming out of the rain and the showers that we're going to see through today, and the rain that we might see on Sunday and possibly Monday across the south. But this is what to pick up on. This is day 6 to 10, so this is taking us forward through to a close of play on Tuesday the 25th in the 5-day section. And again, look, we're seeing typical totals for most between about 5 and 10 millimetres. And then during that final spell running through to the end of the month, look, the GFS Ensemble brings it right down. Yes, there is more rain here across western Scotland, northern and western Ireland, which is what I was telling you about, given that westerly flow. But for many, look, we're seeing totals of around about the 5 millimetre mark. And for most of these eastern and southeast and southern areas, we're looking at totals of less than 5 millimetres. Now, bear in mind that the GFS Ensemble does overplay rainfall amounts during this middle to latter stage of the period. So actually we could see less than this, but it's the overall trend downwards of rainfall totals that I wanted to show you. So plenty of information there for you. Whatever you do, have a great day, and don't forget that we're kept free of charge by the adverts that you see around the screen here. It's by you coming back and using the site and using the adverts that keeps us free of charge. So thank you for doing that, and whatever you're doing today, keep the sun shining. I'm Simon Keeling. Bye for now.